Hello, this is Ron Hayes with the Blower Shop, and today we're going to talk about what type of oil to use in a root style supercharger. We just recommend a gear oil, a 75-90 gear oil, and just any type of a high quality gear oil, whether it can be a Pennzoil, Redline, Lucas. We have the Pennzoil. I just stay away from the real cheap gear oils that you can get some of the auto parts store, get with a good high quality oil. The other important thing we want to do is make sure it's got at least a GL5 rating, and that's going to have the high pressure additives to help cushion the gears and protect the gears and the bearing life. So again, it's going to be just a 75-90 gear oil. So I got a quick story for why we specifically use Pennzoil full synthetic oil in our superchargers. We had one of our customers that was a twin engine boat and had two of our 250 superchargers on there. When the boat came in for service, he noticed that one of the superchargers had a small oil leak, so he went ahead, pulled it off, fixed the leaky gasket, and then replaced the gear oil with the Pennzoil full synthetic oil. When he went out on his test run, he noticed that at full throttle that he was seeing about 200 RPM more out of the supercharger that he just replaced the oil in versus the previous engine, which he didn't see beforehand. When he further inspected the supercharger to see if it was still leaking oil, and as he was touching the snout and the front cover, he noticed that the new one was a lot cooler than the previous supercharger, so he took it upon himself to pull the other supercharger and actually do an independent test. That particular engine builder happened to also do the dyno testing for NASCAR rear ends, and they specifically used the Pennzoil in the rear ends on the NASCAR and found it to be one of the best oils for them. So he went ahead and adapted their rear end dyno to actually put our 250 supercharger on and do an independent test. He went ahead and ran the supercharger for approximately an hour at 7 pounds of boost, and I believe he was roughly around a 7,000 RPM on blower speed. So with back-to-back testing at approximately 1 hour each runtime on each oil, some of the things that he noticed with the Pennzoil, he saw a 100-degree drop in temperature as far as gear case oil temperature, and he also noticed that it was a 20 horsepower reduction in the horsepower to turn the supercharger. So for just switching oils, 100 degrees of temperature and 20 horsepower. That's 20 free horsepower just by changing oils. So that is the reason why we particularly like the Pennzoil full synthetic gear oil.